Concept Mary. I'm Pragya. This is my new video about connected. Let us start our today's topic about connected motion. Okay. So if I'm talking about connected motion, that means I'm talking about a common system. So connected motion means something is connected. What is connected? Over a pulley. Connected motion में basically a pulley रहता है. Over a pulley, two strings are connected. One end of the string is connected to a mass and another end of the string is connected to another mass. So there must be imbalance between the two masses. If there is imbalance between the two masses, there must be motion, and due to this motion, some acceleration is happening. If some object is moving downward and some object starts moving upward, depending on the variation of mass. That thing I am going to explain. So if I am talking about a connected motion, again I am repeating, if I am talking about a connected motion, that means a common system is there. If the system is common, then the acceleration must be common. This is the common acceleration. Okay, then if this is common acceleration, then the tension is also common in the strings. Okay, so I am going to derive the expression for acceleration, the expression for tension. Okay, so for a common system, let me draw the diagram of connected motion. This is a pulley. This is a frictionless pulley. Okay, over this pulley, two masses are connected through an inextensible string. So मैं यहाँ inextensible string क्यों बोल रही हूँ? क्योंकि strings already maximum stretch string, मतलब ये और extend नहीं होगा. So अगर ये extend होगा, then tension will be vary. इसलिए the important term is inextensible string, and this pulley is a frictionless pulley. So what are the things and what are the terms? So first you need to understand, due to this mass connected, this mass is M1, due to this mass connected through this very string, there is a tension in the string, the tension is T. Similarly, this is mass M2, this mass is connected through this other end of the string, and there must be a tension in the string, ये tension है आपका T. So due to this bigger mass, my first condition, consider mass M1 is greater than mass M2. Okay, so this mass M1 is greater. So what is the weight force acting due to mass M1? The weight force is M1G. Similarly, the weight force of M2, this is acting downward, this is M2G. So if this is a bigger mass, there is a variation in mass. That's why there must be a acceleration. This acceleration of this bigger mass, this is in downward direction. This acceleration of this smaller mass, this is moving in upward direction, because this is connected. If this is moving downward, this thing must be move upward. So A is the common acceleration. Okay, A with the common acceleration. T must be the tension. Okay, now M1 is the bigger mass and M1G is the weight force. This is acting downward. Okay, similarly M2G, this is a smaller mass, and this weight force, this is the weight force, this is acting in upward. Okay, this M1G, this is okay, sorry, this is also M1G. Let me erase. This is the weight, and weight is always acting in downward. Okay, so M2G, this is also acting in downward. So now what is the force that is acting in upward? This tension in the string, this tension, it is acting in upward. Tension in the string, this is acting in upward. Okay, now acceleration. This acceleration, if I am talking about acceleration of this mass M1, this acceleration in downward for mass M1. Now acceleration of smaller mass M2 in upward. Okay, so let me draw the diagram again. This is the bigger mass connected through one end of the string. This is the smaller mass. This is connected another end of the string. This is the tension T. This is the tension T. This is the M1G weight force of mass M1. This is the M2G weight force of mass M2. This is M1. This is M2. So let me write the acceleration or the force causing acceleration for mass M1, for mass M2. So first let me write the equations for the force causing acceleration due to mass M1. Okay, this acceleration is in downward direction. So the equations must be m1g minus t is equal to the force causing acceleration, that is m1 mass is inward, this is moving downward, and this is a. So here let me highlight this m1g. This m1g is the force acting downward. This is the tension, it is acting in upward. So the difference between this weight force and the tension is the force causing acceleration. Okay, so let me write the equations for due to mass m2. So there must be acceleration, this common acceleration. This acceleration is moving in upward. So what must be the force causing acceleration? This acceleration. So this force must be T minus m2g is equal to m2a. Okay, let me highlight. This is the tension, this is the weight force. Here the tension is bigger than this weight force. The difference between tension and this weight force is the force causing acceleration, and this is in upward direction. Okay, so now this is my equation 1, this is my equation 2. Now adding equation 1 and 2, adding equation 1 with equation 2, what I got is that m1g minus t, this is the first part or LHS part of equation 1, plus LHS part of equation 2, t minus m2g is equal to m1a plus m2a. Now I can do one thing. This t and t cancel out because this is minus, this is plus. So that's why this t and t cancel out. I can write the final equation. This is m1g minus okay. Now this acceleration is equal to m1 minus m2g divided by m1 plus m2. This is the acceleration of the system. Now I am moving to the tension part. Again I am redrawing the diagram. This is the bigger mass, this is mass m1, and this is the smaller mass, this is mass m2. The weight, it is acting downward, this is m2g. The weight, this is acting downward, m1g. This is tension T, this is tension T. This is the acceleration, this is downward direction, this is the acceleration, this is in upward direction. So now what are the equations I already calculated, I already derived is that equation 1 is m1g minus t is equal to m1a. Similarly, equation 2, t minus m2g is equal to m2a. Okay, this is my equation 1, this is my equation 2. Using these two equations, I derived the equation for acceleration. This is my equation 3. Now, I am deriving the expression for tension. So now dividing equation 1 with equation 2. What I got is that m1g minus t divided by t minus m2g is equal to m1a divided by m2a. Okay, so let me write these equations. Then I will get m1 m2g minus t minus m2 is equal to m1t minus m1 m2g. Okay, After cross multiplication, I can get this expression. Now what I can do, one thing is that this part and this part are same. So I am bringing these two parts to one side of this very equation. Okay. One side of this very equation, that is m1 m2 g plus m1 m2 g is equal to, similarly I can write m1t plus m2t. Okay, this is 2m1 m2 g is equal to m1 plus m2t. So now I got the expression for tension, that is 2m1 m2 g divided by m1 plus m2. Already I got the expression for acceleration. Already I got the expression for acceleration. Now the expression for tension. This is my fourth equation. ठीक है, ये मेरा फोर्थ इक्वेशन है. मैं थर्ड इक्वेशन फॉर एक्सेलरेशन ऑलरेडी डिराइव कर चुकी हूँ, एंड दैट इज द एक्सप्रेशन फॉर एक्सेलरेशन. ये है आपका थर्ड इक्वेशन एक्सेलरेशन का. अभी ये हो गया आपका फोर्थ इक्वेशन टेंशन का. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट कनेक्टेड मोशन. सो इसी तरह का अगर कोई भी पुली अरेंजमेंट में कनेक्टेड मोशन है, कनेक्टेड मोशन मतलब एक कॉमन पुली में ऑब्जेक्ट्स आर विथ अ वेराइंग वेट, मतलब डिफरेंट वेट का ऑब्जेक्ट आपका कनेक्टेड है. सो द एक्सेलरेशन मस्ट बी कॉमन एक्सेलरेशन. सो आप ये कॉन्सेप्ट यूज करके इसी तरह का न्यूमेरिकल या फिर थ्योरेटिकल डेरिवेशंस आप कर सकते हैं. सो अगर आपको मेरा वीडियो अच्छा लगा, वी लव योर कमेंट्स एंड लाइक्स. आप मेरे को कमेंट्स लिखिए. अगर कुछ भी आपको नया वीडियो चाहिए या फिर कुछ अदर टॉपिक्स पे आपको डाउट्स है तो मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन पे ज़रूर से बताइए. एंड लाइक करना बिल्कुल मत भूलिएगा. ऑल्सो सब्सक्राइब, मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और मैं ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वीडियोज़ लाऊंगी. सो टिल देन, गुड बाय.